morning stream for tomorrow. All right. It looks like we are live here now as well. So there's that one. Now let's look. Okay. So it looks as though we're working out here. And we're in the middle of Q1. The session was stopped. So talking about this here. There is the McLarens. Look at that crazy melee to get to turn one here for the first time. All right. That's good there. Going to turn off that volume so I'm not driving myself nuts. Okay. Now, according to this, I am on Twitch. Now it says that I am not live. I wonder if I am live on the wrong. Okay, well, it looks like I'm live. Interesting. If anybody is watching in the chat, oh, you know what's going on? I am live on the wrong. Yeah, that is the issue there. That is the problem. All right, let's see here. I need to. Everybody hearing me okay here? 41 seconds until they get back into qualifying here for those of you watching on YouTube. Working on using this as a test session. And supposed to be on Twitch here, but I'm on the wrong. So now I'm going to go to. Okay. Let's go to here. 470. All right, now let's see what happens when we start streaming here. Good there. There we go. Now I can see that we're here. Very cool. So here, I can pop out the chat. That's pretty cool. Now I can have both chats up at the same time. All right, so now we are live on both Twitch uh, and the YouTube. Welcome everybody. We are in Q1 here. Haven't had a chance to pay a lot of attention to this, but we can. Let's see here. Can we make this theater mode? There we go. So the plan here is to have you guys hop in and do some chat as well. And then I'll have the chat here. We also have, let's close that down. That's too much. But yeah, there we go. So hello everybody. I'm Brian Bielanski. I am here with you, doing this watch party here. And over time, we'll have some more people on here with me. And if you're interested, you can. Well, we're gonna have a Discord channel here, and we'll get that started up, and then eventually we'll invite a couple of people here every week to be part of our happy little family here. But so qualifying one here is interesting. The complaint from Carlos Sainz about too many fan shots, too many girlfriends and wife shots. Interested to find out what you all think about what you want to see. A lot of the I just want to see racing. I don't want to see that kind of stuff. I am all here for the racing as well, but it's interesting because we need to make sure that we've got a reason to have other people watch besides just the hardcore race fans. So there are partners. Wives, girlfriends who might sit here and watch this with us if they see some of that kind of stuff. So it's not always, it's okay. Now, obviously, at critical times, you don't want to switch away, but also that reaction shot, that critical time reaction shot, which people hear, that is also interesting timing-wise here. Checking. Yeah, again, still working on some settings here. Headphones. Let's turn this down. Yeah, there I am. Turning down my headphones just a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. That was a interesting moment where he went off there. Lando Norris. He hasn't set a time yet here in Q1, so he's got 6 minutes left to put a time on the board here. It's getting to be crunch time. Alonso. Still trying to organize my overlay here. Make sure we get everybody in. Make it just a tiny bit smaller. And then I will move my logo there. Get that out of the way. We'll move that to a different spot. So we don't want to cover up any good stuff here. Let's see what we can do here. Even put that over here. Oops. Just dropped my mouse. Lando Norris puts in a lap of a 1:33.8. 8, it looks like. Let's see if I can readjust this again. Yeah, Norris, let's see here. Oh, it looks like so my dash is not updating. Let's see here. All right, so it says 2:31 left, so I'm a little. Oh, you know what's happening? I think my TV is a little behind. Where's my live button? There we go. So what's happening is my YouTube, where I'm watching the race, is actually behind the overlay here. So that's interesting. So Russell's looking really good here. Antonelli's also right there. Who is in Austin, possibly? We got to get somebody who's in Austin on the stream here, who might be at the racetrack. All right. Minute 21 left in the session. And we've got Russell. Verstappen's going to go to the top of the leaderboard here with a 1:33.2, about a tenth faster than Russell. Here he comes across. What a great lap by Russell there to go purple there. Hulkenberg pops up into the top 5. Now Bortoletto's trying to make a lap here, see if he can move up on the leaderboard. Bortoletto's going to come across the line in 14th. So right now he is provisionally in Q2. So right now Bortoletto's on the bubble here with a 1:34. Piastri and Norris gonna probably make it in here, but they are not probably where they want to be. Look at Liam Lawson in 5th right now. Nico Hulkenberg in 6th. Pierre Gasly in 7th. Colapinto just pops into 15. That takes Bortoletto out of the mix. So Bortoletto's not going to make Q3 here, Q2. Let's see what happens with Gasly. Yep. Checkered flag is in the air. We're going to see. Colapinto moves up to 15th here. Sainz. Here comes Albon trying to move up from 19th on the grid. Let's see if he gets across the line and moves up. Yeah. Looks like Albon's not going to make it into Q2 here. All right, Albon does make it up to the top. All right, so it does appear that this is working. Oh, so Alex Albon had that lap time deleted, which is going to bump him back down to 19th here. All right, so now we're here waiting for Q2 to begin. Your top 15 here make it into Q1. Verstappen, Russell, Antonelli, Leclerc, and Lawson. Your top 5. You got Hulkenberg, Gasly, Hamilton, Sainz, Alonso, Piastri is 11th. Norris 12th. Berman 13th. Tsunoda 14th. Colapinto is in 15th. Not making it to Q2 is Bortoletto, Ocon, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Alex Albon, and Hadjar. All right. It looks like we have everything working on our test here. We're going to do this full time, full on live again tomorrow for the race. Race starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, noon on the West Coast. I guess I should put together some. Um, So right now, while I'm doing the test, I'm actually working on setting up hotkeys on my Stream Deck here. So I'm not finding the button I really, really want. The button I really, really want. Let's call this one. Turn this one into a hotkey also. Oh, now that Q2 is started, it looks like I need to reset these at the start of each session. Hmm. Okay, there we go. All right, we're in the middle of Q2. We've got 10 minutes left in the session coming up here. Anybody want to hop in the chats? All right, so this appears to be working. Trying to see if I can get some chatters here. I could probably do it myself now that I'm thinking about it. Hey, okay. There's a chat. Let's go check the Twitch. Testing, testing, testing. How does this sound? How does this sound? How does this sound? Yeah, sounds good. Now maybe I'll put something in the chat here. See if I can test this chat. And there's a chatter. How about that? Very cool. Okay. Ooh, Franco Colapinto there with a big moment. Colapinto currently in 14th. Not quite ready to get up to the top of it. Gasly has a big moment coming onto the front straight as well. Wow. Gasly also pushing one of the 4 cars, one of the 5 cars not in position to move to Q1 at the moment. Of course, Yuki Tsunoda has found something to complain about. That must be that is the common trend here. Tsunoda right now in 13th. Guess it wouldn't be a complete qualifying session or complete session without Tsunoda complaining about something. All right, let's keep working on the hotkeys here. There. Another one there. Screen. Can I just put a color in here? Let's see. Looks like right now the only car on the track is Russell. Uh, about a Dennis Bucker. I'd like Sainz and Hulkenberg to get on the podium again. I think a lot of people would be excited about that, Dennis, if that were to happen. Um, this is a good track probably for the Williams because there is a lot of long straightaways, and I know they have some really good straight line handling. But yeah, I think that would be. I mean, obviously Hulkenberg especially, and Sainz both popular. Hulkenberg, of course, one of those guys never in a top-notch ride or never really getting that great opportunity. So yeah, I think that's a fan favorite, absolutely, Dennis, and appreciate that comment there. And I hope you're enjoying this. So this is a test session, Dennis. We're gonna go really live with this tomorrow during the race, but we're just testing all the tech here, and we'll be doing these watch parties for F1. When I'm not at a racetrack, which is sometimes pretty frequent, but whenever we're not at a racetrack, we'll probably do these for F1. I'm going to guess IndyCar and IMSA for some of those races as well, and maybe even a little NASCAR. We might get some other folks involved too. Maybe we can get a NASCAR. I enjoy NASCAR. I'm certainly not as up to speed with the NASCAR stuff as I am with the open wheel and sports cars. Speaking of Hulkenberg, there he is. If you're watching on TV, there he is coming across the line. Hulkenberg right now into 11th spot with 20 seconds to go in the session. I don't think he is going to. That is not going to be enough there. Colapinto now trying to get across the line first as well. Let's see if he can get up there. Colapinto still not there. So right now on the outs looking in is Hulkenberg, Lawson, Tsunoda, Colapinto, and Gasly. And now the one thing is that the Twitch stream here is probably a little, actually it's probably a little ahead of what's on TV. So that's one thing you want to keep an eye on. So let's see, what do we have here? F1 dash full is, oh no, that's not. So main view is going to be, Control 1, head full. That is Control 3. Dash full. We'll go Control 2. All right, so now let's go to here. All right, let's see if that worked here. There we go. I didn't even turn my light on yet here. Let me see what we did a whole bunch of reconfiguring on the setup here. Now you also notice I'm sitting here. Oh, I am dual streaming on Twitch, Dennis. On Twitch, it's TRN Updates. If you'd rather watch there, let me put that in the chat. Just in case. I know some people might find that more better for them. TRN. Oops. TRN updates on Twitch. Would love to get a follow there. Be great if you could follow in both places. That will help us. But you can watch in either one, follow in either one, and do that. So for those of you who are here for the first time, I'm Brian Bielanski, and this is, I probably shouldn't show that shot there. Hold on a second. Let's get rid of that for the moment. Yeah, I need to come up with something because I can't have, let me see what happens. Oh, let's see how. You can see behind me the coffee bar. Yeah, we'll have to find a way to not show that camera there. But anyway, there you go. I'm Brian, and for those of you watching and on the stream here. So yeah, we're gonna do these watch parties. The cool part's gonna be eventually, Dennis, we're gonna have we'll get some folks in here. I want it to be kind of like a couple of folks hanging out in the living room watching the races. So that is the goal here for the stream. And but yeah, it's you know what I may have to do is I think I can, if I switch and put if I put the oops. Yeah, I can do this now. Now I can, because now I am going to be. There you go. You will also notice that it is me. This is my sim rig here. So that's my Twitch streaming platform here is right here. And you will see that there. And that works out nicely. Now I can have. Oh, and I'm listening to Sonoto all ticked off again. Shocking, isn't it? So, all right, so we're getting ready for Q3 here. And that should, I think once the session starts is when I have to refresh the screen here. So, but yeah, let's, I probably should go into the, so yeah, a lot of testing here today. Okay, yeah, it's refreshing the browser there also. Cool. Looks like Ollie Berman wants to be the first one out here in qualifying. Get himself a clean lap as well. Yep. So for those of you watching on YouTube, if you'd think that the user experience you would enjoy more following along on Twitch, it's TRN updates. So and we've got, it looks like Charles Leclerc wants to be second out in this session, so he's going to pull in and slot in on the queue. Oh, we've got a couple people out there now, so a bunch of cars get ready. There's Max Verstappen. He is all right, so now the queue is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think the only one not there is Verstappen. Got 10 minutes coming up here. It'll be fast and furious. Anyway, so the goal here is to kind of treat this like a bunch of folks sitting around and watching on their living room. For those of you who don't get a chance to have family or friends who are maybe not a lot of fans in the house or whatever, we're gonna simulate that. Maybe in your your game room, maybe at a bar without. But hey, if you want to saunter up to an adult beverage, that's fine. I'm still nursing a cup of coffee this morning. Ooh, that's not very hot coffee. um, but anyway, yeah, test session today. For what will be our first official watch party tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time. Q3 has opened up here, and as you can see now, Piastri and Bourbon starting to move out on the racetrack here. All right, we've worked it out so far. Everything seems to look good, sound good. Dennis, if you're still watching, how does everything sound? How does everything look? Seems to be good on my end. I hope you're seeing and hearing everything as well, too. Got 11 minutes left in this qualifying session, and when it's all said and done, we will know who is going to be our pole sitter for tomorrow's United States Grand Prix, Austin, Texas, Circuit of the Americas. Funny story, Circuit of the Americas, when it first came out, before the first U.S. Grand Prix, we were doing the Racing Wire radio show at that point in time, and I called Circuit of the Americas, and I said, hey, is there any chance we can get somebody to do an interview with, talk about the thing? And they're like, yeah, let me see what we can do. And they call us back a couple of weeks later, or a week or two later, and they said to me, is it okay if would Mario Andretti be okay to talk to you about the new racetrack? I'm like, no, yes, of course Mario Andretti would be okay. And they said, well, we can probably get him to you for about 15 minutes. And 15 minutes, I'm like, yeah, 15 minutes, we'll take whatever we can get. So we get all set up, and we're doing the interview, and Mario's comes on, and just on time. Could not be nicer. Had a wonderful conversation. Got to the end of the 15 minutes, and I said, well, we were told, Mario, that we only had 15 minutes with you, so we want to wrap it up here. And he goes, I got plenty of time. Let's keep talking. And we ended up talking with Mario Andretti for almost an hour. And I might be able to dig that interview up somewhere sometime. But very, very cool to be able to do that. And really nice man. Loved having a chance to talk with him. First laps in, going out, or at least out laps at the moment. Get that first lap across of Piastri. The times that you've got are out lap times, which looks like they're from the end of the last session. So those times meaningless on the dashboard there. But you will see the new times coming in here as the cars come across the line for Q3. So this is the first lap. After all these laps, most of these drivers will go in, change tires, and get ready for one final push lap. The ambient temperature in Austin right now is 34 degrees Celsius. I'm not good with my Celsius conversions here, but I believe that's about 90 degrees. Let me do a little Googling here and see what I could come up with. 34. Come on now, 34 Celsius in Fahrenheit. Let's see what we come up with. Yep, 93 degrees ambient temperature right now in Austin, Texas. Track temperature 44 degrees Celsius. My guess that's well up above 100 degrees. And all right. Coming across the line for the first time, your first early lap purple car right now. Purple time is Russell. Russell is there. Wonder if there's another view here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Again, doing some testing here. So, All right, here we go. Verstappen's putting in his first good time here. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, Verstappen now goes purple. All right, so there's another view here. Let me see if I can try to put up another. Let me see what I could come up with on this one. Browser, add existing. Interact with this one. All right, so now we've got with all of that. Okay. Yeah, that looks okay. That gets us our sector times. All right, everybody's in the pits right now. As you can see, nobody on that track map. So, have to map another. We're going to call this one. Control 4. Okay. We're going to have to come up with some better keys for that, but okay. All right, we've got cars on the racetrack. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in this qualifying session here. Actually, minute 50 if you're looking on the stream here. And one of the last ones to come out is going to be Verstappen. Got both of the Ferraris on the first push lap. The first push lap, 9th and 10th. Not where they want to be. Then you've got Verstappen, Norris up at the top with Russell, Antonelli in third and fourth. Russell and Antonelli both off the news that they've signed contracts for next year. Apparently it's a long-term deal for Russell, so that's pretty cool. But so now we will see. A lot of times you get a little bit of a giddy up in your step, if you want to use some Texas terminology here, after signing a new deal like that. So I'm sure they want to show good and let the world know that that was the right decision by Toto Wolff to keep those two guys on for at least one more season for Antonelli, and then a couple seasons for Russell. Didn't say exactly how long Russell's going to be here for this particular contract, but add another thing here. We'll put the camera in here. And we'll put the logo in here too. We'll get everything set up. The whole point of today, folks, is a test session. But it's going to be big time going live tomorrow, which we're looking forward to. This new addition to the Racing Network here. And, of course, we're going to be both live on YouTube and on Twitch, which I'm really enjoying doing. All right, here we go. Less than 10 seconds. We're going to have the checkered flag on this session. Anybody on the racetrack, when the checkered flag comes out, will get to complete their laps as long as there's no red flag. All right, so it looks like Verstappen did not make it to the start before the end of that session. Is that going to be a problem for him? Let's find out. Leclerc moves up to second place provisionally. Got a whole bunch of other cars who got to come across the line, though. There's Carlos Sainz. He's going to be the next one across. One thing I'm going to have to get used to here is the fact that there's a timing difference here. Sainz with a 133.150, 133.150. Here comes Piastri. Piastri goes up to P6. Yep, P6 here. And then Antonelli, he's going to try to move up here. And since Antonelli with a 133.189. Well, it looks like Verstappen got away with one there, not getting a lap in. So good luck, lucky for him that worked out that way. All right, I'm going to stop the test here. We'll be back tomorrow, like I said, at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the race, and we'll be doing this live stream here throughout the entire race, and of course, Max gives us Simply Lovely at the end. So, all right, everybody, you guys have yourself a great Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay.